Jesus, Jesus, Jesus Christ, only one. One way, one truth, one life, Jesus, one King, one Lord, one name, Jesus, you are the way, you are the truth.
I just want to connect and tell you guys about my experience with this retreat. It's called The Encounter to Jesus. This was one of the best experiences I've ever had, and I know a lot of youth nowadays find it very difficult to come to a youth retreat, especially after you graduate high school. But this was one of the best experiences. He really connected with the values that he had, all the topics he brought up. It was never like a class and you're just listening. He made sure there was like one-on-one, also like group activities. So it was I'm a very competitive person, so it was really nice to have that like game vibes in it. He was a very amazing teacher. He really made me feel connected to all the topics he was talking about. He went through topics that was very relevant to this day, not from the Old Testament, 19th century. It was very today, what we go through in our daily lives. So if you ever see any kind of like preaching from him, definitely watch it out.
This is an amazing experience. This retreat was amazing. I enjoyed every bit of it. Father Jason is an amazing preacher. He has lots to talk about, lots of interesting stuff, very various topics, very engaging. And I want to tell all the youth out there to take a jump, to think about it, take a chance to come to one of his retreats, spend some time, and I can guarantee you, you will love his classes and you will love him. He took almost 2 hours in the Holy Kurbana, taught us about the Kurbana, what it meant, what it means for us, how it's significant. And one of my favorite things that he did was he taught us about our history, about where we came from, the Syro Malabar Church, the very beginning of it, why we should be proud of it. One of my favorite things that he's told us was a quote from a preach, which is basically, you do not love your church because you do not know its history.
It was great having Father Jason as our resource person and coming to this retreat. It's helped me grow in my spiritual life a lot. It's helped me understand the Kurbana, the sacraments, and how to live as a Catholic Christian more. And I'm so thankful for him, and I hope to have another retreat with him soon.
Achin gave really great talks and was able to explain a lot of the questions that we had. There's a lot of questions that I had that I didn't get answers to before, but he was able to answer all of those really well and like in a way that I can understand. So I feel like it was really good.
And I really like this retreat that just took place. I think I really like the part where it's really interactive with all the youth as well, because usually what happens is they give a talk and we're just listening the whole time. This time he was very interactive, and I also like the competitive part of it where he made every team have points, so everybody's engaged fully, and that is also good for ourselves as well, because we also take away exactly what he's saying just for the sake of maybe getting the points as well even. And I'd also say the environment as well is very peaceful. I liked having a switch of the environment, like not just being in a room the whole time, being outside in nature as well. I really like that as well about the retreat. And for everything else, it was a good time to just gather with other friends and peers that are always busy with their lives as well in this time, you know. And it was just a good getaway to just reflect on ourselves in this meantime.
Just to follow that, I think a lot of times growing up in an Indian household, we're kind of told to believe certain things and oftentimes not explain the reason why. So this was a good opportunity to learn about why we believe what we believe. And furthermore, the resource person, I think he was fantastic, engaging, fun, exciting. But apart from all that, I think he had a lasting impression on a lot of the youth. You could tell, like, on day one there were a lot of like shy people, quiet people, wouldn't really put up their hands. You kind of need to nudge them a little bit. But on day two, those were the people going up to the front, speaking up the most, getting their teams the most points for all the competitions. So yeah, I think he's great. I think the retreat was great. Couldn't recommend it more.
Yeah.
If we're talking about this retreat, my favorite part was the emphasis Achin put into explaining and really going in depth with the deep history of the Syro Malabar Church. You know, a big question that people my age now face is, why Syro Malabar? Why should I spend 2 hours in Mass here when I can go to the church that's only 5 minutes from my house, where it's only 1 hour, which is usually that's the Latin Mass here. And really seeing the effort of generations of people, generations of my people and my ancestors go through so much effort just to build the church to what it is today. It gives me a sense of pride. And I too used to wonder why I should go to Syro Malabar Mass. But after learning more about my history and more about my roots, it helped me develop a strong identity. And from that identity, I now have a sense of pride within the Syro Malabar faith. And it really makes me much more open to doing everything I can to retain this church and to stay within this church and to help do my best to grow it as well. But that's what I found most beneficial from retreat. Father did an amazing job at explaining the different parts of the Qurbana. It helped me stay attentive, learned a lot from it. And he also answered all of our questions. You know, there's a lot of strong topics that a lot of priests stay away from, and he made sure all the questions we had was answered. And overall, the place was really nice too, so everything kind of worked out well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
And one thing that strongly struck with me for the retreat was the point where he talked about the sign of the cross, how there is a difference between how it's done in the West and how it's done in the East. I was previously aware that there is the option to do it in the West, that we usually do it from left to right. And in the East, I've heard that Orthodox usually does it from right to left. But I never really understood what was the meaning behind those symbols or why we do certain actions. But when Achin explained especially the meaning of how we do the sign of the cross in the East tradition, that it signifies Jesus, the Father sending the Son, and from the light of the world, from the right to the left, dispensing that darkness. It really struck a point with me that every time I'm making the sign of the cross, I'm also doing it in a way that is dispelling whatever darkness or whatever stress or whatever pain or bondage that I'm holding on. So that point, it's really struck me, and I feel like that's something that I'm going to hold back. And as everyone almost kind of mentioned, is that the whole idea of why I should be Syro Malabar in Canada, especially when there is other options of Latin church, but just knowing the history and understanding. And Achin did a really good job of explaining the different steps, different rites and the symbolism behind the Holy Qurbana. And I find myself appreciating more of that understanding. Before, in the past, I was like, okay, if I have an option, I would likely prefer the Latin Mass, which is done in 30 minutes. But now I find myself wanting to know more about the Holy Qurbana, just having this deep appreciation that, oh, this is something that I do want to pass down to my children, and something that I really do and feel really proud to be a Syro Malabar Catholic, and I want that identity to be grown. And also Achin has planted a seed in me that now I want to go home and after the retreat to learn more in depth into the history and more in depth into the Holy Qurbana. And it was a really strong retreat, and I would really recommend it to the youth. And if there is a second part, even though there was if a time short, I feel like I would come back, and I really enjoyed it, and it has given me now more step further into loving the church.
Absolutely. Yeah, great.
My favorite part in these two sessions were how in-depth Father Jason went into the history of the Syro Malabar Church,
And that was something I was pretty unclear about prior to this session. Talking about Syrian roots, one of the biggest things is like now after the session I'm able to actually connect and answer the question of like, why not just go to Latin Mass? Why do we go to Syro Malabar Mass? Like I'm able to actually answer that and back that up with actual evidence that I learned during the session. And as for the resource person, he is quite knowledgeable, and in every topic he definitely had an answer and kept an open mind to when we had difference in opinions. And this is definitely a type of person that you want to be having these sessions with and to gain more knowledge from.
Yeah, definitely. I think bouncing off of that, the Achin expanded into a lot of the details about our Kurbana and like the vestments they wear, and like he went step by step about what each part of the Kurbana means. And so it was like really significant in like our like journey as youth, especially because at times it can be really hard with the language barrier, but it was really nice to have like a guideline and like a step-by-step process of how it happens, and the Achin did a really good job of explaining that, and he was a really good resource person. He's super engaging, and I would definitely go again.
And to add on to that, my favorite session was also learning about the Syro Malabar history. I didn't know there was so much depth to it, and it really puts into perspective like this is not just like a random thing that popped up out of nowhere. There's such a rich history and tradition behind it, and like so many past generations that like literally fought to have this like still present, and it's our responsibility to like keep this going forward and like pass it on to future generations. So that was really important to learn, and the fact that he made all the sessions really engaging, and it wasn't just like sitting and listening to a long lecture. It was very engaging, so it helped learn the material faster, and everyone was engaged and thinking critically, so it was very engaging and fun.
My favorite part about the retreat was definitely the resource person. Like the father was very chill, and like his the way he led the sessions were very like engaging and very interactive, and like he like supported or like he encouraged everyone to speak, but he did it in a way that you didn't feel pressure to not like to speak up. You know, it was very like it was very chill, because usually like they like you feel pressure to speak up, but like for him, with him, he was like so chill, and like, you know, and you wanted to speak up, and it was, I really enjoyed that part about it. And like the way that he took the classes too, it was very like he came to like our understanding of it, and was like helped us understand how like for example the Kurbana, he like explained the 7 different parts of the Kurbana and how it like all comes together. And like that's something that I've like, I know there were like parts to the Kurbana, but I didn't realize how like it all like the way it was organized, and the reason it was organized a certain way. So like the way he did it was awesome. Like it was very like, it wasn't boring, you know. I was paying attention, and I was like you know, understanding what he was saying, and like he always paused and let us ask questions. I also really liked how we had points. That was definitely a motivation to speak. We won, by the way, but
it was very engaging. Like there was not a single minute where I wasn't like not focused, I guess.
I really liked the group aspect of it, how there was points to be earned, and how at the end we actually got a prize for winning. That felt nice. And he gave a lot of opportunities to earn points. He wasn't like, he didn't care if we were go out of our way to ask him like, can we get points for this, can we get points for that. It was really fun and engaging in that way.
Yeah, so I also really liked the retreat because I think it was especially because of who ran it, and Father Jensen, he did a really good job like keeping everyone engaged, and he also like even held like a Q&A session, like letting us ask whatever we wanted. I feel like that was like really helpful, because like there's a lot of questions that everyone had that they really wanted answered, and he had like such a good answer for all his questions. And then he also like, something unique I found in this retreat was he made us like be silent for like 3 hours, like even if it was by ourselves in the middle of the forest, which I felt like was different. I never like found like Achin do that, and like it really like helped me reflect with like God a little bit more. And yeah, his like every response of his is like really good.
So I really found this retreat very engaging. Father Jason was great. He engaged us in like Q&A sessions, and I really found that useful because we could like engage with him one-on-one, talk with him in like big groups. He had this point system thing going, which engaged us a lot, so I really enjoyed it.